welcome to the Las Vegas Opens 2026. What a shot, man.
Perfect. What just happened? Look at that cue ball.
I don't think I've seen that before, too.
No way.
Welcome back to the Westgate here in Las Vegas. It is the site of the CSI Expo and the season kickoff to the 2026 Predator Pro Billiard Series. We've seen some amazing pools so far. Last evening, it was Josh and Kia Filler who were victorious in the mixed doubles turbo. They're the champions now. But today, we are set to award and crown a men's and women's open champion. We are now in the women's semifinal, and it's time to find out which two will be advancing to the championship later on today. So let's get to work. First, we're starting in Arena 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting with a two-time world 10-ball champion from the Philippines. Please put your hands together for Flash Jessica Centino. And her opponent is the Charleston 9-ball WPBA runner-up from Bulgaria. Make some noise for the Slayer, Kristina Slativa. And moving right back here in arena number 1, she is a world 10-ball champion representing AIN. Please make some noise for the Crystal, Kristina Takash. And her opponent is a Predator Vietnam champion from Chinese Taipei, the Wei, Zhu Jin Wei. We're lagging for the break. It's a race to 4, the best of 3 sets. Sending it to the Predator press box. Take it away, guys.
And there you have it, folks. An energetic and inspiring introduction by our MC, Derek Cox. And this is George THA in the booth. And I am joined by Ben Francis from Canada. Ben had a great run here in the Las Vegas Open. He made it to the final 16, and now he's just going to explain all the shots for you. And what a match we have. Kristina Zaldeva trying to make her cross that line and get some championships. This is her highest finish. And she's not finished yet. She's about to play versus a two-time world 10-ball champion, the Flash, Jessica Centino. Ben, what do you make of this?
Yeah, going to be a great match. I think these two are ready for this one. You know, they're both warming up. They look like they're in dead punch already at 9 a.m. in the morning. Big prize money up for grabs, $27,000 to the winner of this event.
Yeah, I can see Kristina. Kristina's going to have to battle her and slow her down. Because if you don't slow the Flash down, the match will take 30 minutes.
Yeah, this could either be really quick or a couple hours if Kristina can keep it close.
They're playing 2 out of 3, races to 4. If the third and final set is tied to 3 or goes hill-hill, it goes to a shootout. And
we did see a shootout yesterday in the first match of the day with Cheska and Jasmine Ocean, and in my opinion, Cheska got very lucky to win that match. I think Jasmine let it slip a little bit. She had her right where she wanted her and missed the last spot shot. Couldn't close the deal.
Well, the thing about the last spot shot is there's 4 of them to begin with, and if you get past 4 and you're tied at 4, they move the cue ball back a diamond. That makes it just a little bit that much harder.
And they did. They ended up going back a diamond, and it was just a much tougher shot. And Cheska, I think you give her a free shot like this, you know, she might feel like she should have lost that match, and now she is still alive. I think think she's going to be really tough to beat.
Oh, sure, I totally agree. Cheska is the type of player that if you don't step on her throat when you have the lead and you have her down, she will stand back up and run right over you.
And look at this, right away she comes with the defense, which tells me she's ready to win today, because I think a lot of times we would have seen her try to bank or cut that ball in, and I thought she would have tried to cut that ball in.
Well, I think it's finally wearing on her that she can win a lot more.
Yeah, the title is now within reach. So time to lock it down and play some smart pool here. Try to get to the final. We got match on table 1. Christina to catch, taking on Wei Su Chen. Winner of that will play the winner of this. We got a chance for an all Christina final, George.
Yes, we do. And Wei not being a 10-ball champion, there's 2 of them in your arenas right now.
World 10-ball champs, 2 of them.
Look at this. Her defense is good. Oh, she's left the... this can be pocketed. I
Yeah,
think.
she could cut this in and get the cue ball going towards the 3, so I think she takes this one on. Christina Zlateva looking for a breakthrough. I think she's made a couple semifinals in big events, but has she made it to the final of something
No,
this
she
big
hasn't.
yet?
She didn't even try to go for that. I think she played safe the whole time.
Yeah, they're ready to play this morning. You can tell by the defense right away on available shots.
And you know something, Ben? I think this is exactly what Christina has to do to slow Cheska down.
I fully agree. I think you can't be going for every shot. You're going to need to put her in jail a couple times, make her kick at some balls, and
It's funny you say that, put her in jail. I was thinking about that, and I said, do I want to use that term? Because that's exactly what you have to do to Cheska. You got to put her in the stocks and put her in a cell.
that's right. Good start to this match with a little strategy happening on this 2-ball. She's going to try to get under the 10 here. Now she's using a 5. Very good shot. Very good shot.
Tough to go 2 rails to hit it. 10 balls in the way.
Yeah, I guess she figures she can, or maybe just the 1 rail with the left spin.
She might have to twist it a little bit.
Yeah, just that little bit. Yeah. Can see her elevate back into the queue a little bit. Look at this, it's in. Good news, bad news shot.
Well, no, she may have called it.
She did. But the bad news is the 3 got kissed up table. She's got nothing on. She's going to be jumping.
Well, that just gives her a chance to use all her equipment.
Exactly.
You know, you got to be good with the short stick nowadays.
I
so.
think, yeah, a lot of these players, you took the words right out of my mouth there. They're all really good with this cue.
Look at that.
What a shot.
And she starts out with a highlight shot.
What a shot. Two incredible shots in a row there. The kick, carom, into the side pocket, followed by the jump, and she's in perfect position here. If this was any sign of things to come, she should be smiling from ear to ear. This is the start she needs for sure. Get out here, put some pressure on Cheska.
Well, Christina's road to the semifinal cost somebody some games, and those people were Diana Coronado, Mami Juan. Hanyu defeated Christina, and then she came back and won against Nina Torvund, Wan Ling, and Sophia Mast. So she's had 6 matches under her belt to get to the semifinal, whereas Cheska is undefeated, so she's only had 5 by the road of Eva Myers, Ashley Benoit, Chihiro Kawahara, Kennedy Mayman, and a shootout with Jasmine Ocean that Ben alluded to earlier.
Yesterday morning, the shootout was exciting stuff. Beautiful shot she played up the rail there on the 6. She's in perfect position here. Soft draw this one back for the 8 side next.
And she's got control of the table after those two great shots. Jump shot on the 3, the kick shot on the 2.
I think if she lands straight on the 9 is good because the draw is really grippy on this new cloth. So straight on the 9 is fine, then just grip it back.
She's got too much angle to grip it back.
She's played quite a bit more angle than I thought. Yeah, I thought she might just play a stop shot there. Does she come to the other side of the 10, to the short side of the 10?
Well, if she comes to the short side of the 10, remember what we saw last night with that one cue ball going all the way to the corner from this angle?
Scratch that you called perfectly. Yeah. This looks
this is the
short
tough
of the mark. Yeah, this is short of the mark. I think she missed a beat there. I think she had to play a stop shot on the 8 rather than roll it through because she left herself a little awkward on the 9 and twice as awkward on the 10. She's called the bank.
So she's going to go for it. This is the angle is more than you'd like for this bank.
And with the extension on the back of the cue, it's triple tough. It's not any easier with this. The bridge. No. Where does it stop?
Maybe the speed's good. It's going to be stop in the middle and force a return bank.
Yeah, I think Cheska probably makes this bank, though. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like.
Well, it's a little. She could stiff it. This is a tough bank.
I'm curious to see if she goes for this or if she plays safe. Let's see what kind of mood she's in today. If she chips it to the end rail, yeah, she's called the bank side. You gotta rip this one, right?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah,
That's just off.
I don't know if that shot was the correct percentage play. I think maybe chipping it to the end rail and let her, fly at the long bank again.
Could be, but the results left her a shot that's a little bit of a tester.
Yeah, into a tight pocket. They're 4 1/8 inch corner pockets rather. So,
and Kristina Zlateva takes the first game.
Yeah, she made it look like a 5-inch pocket.
That's the cloth.
Yeah, the cloth's still pretty new, so it's still sliding in there. But these corners are real tight. Sides are super tight too. Only 4.5 inch at the side pocket.
Yuxine Shao is your referee from the EPBF. Young lady is an excellent referee. She's out of Australia.
She's done a fantastic job this week. All the referees have done a really, really great job. Shout out to them for all their hard work, and of course the Predator and the US Pro Billiard Series for giving us these great events to play. I know the players just love playing here because they get a good crowd, and they don't often get a good crowd.
Right.
They get a big one here.
And the players here in Vegas this year are being treated to a brand new table. The Predator Arc. It's been used in Europe for the past year. Finally made it over to North America. It's a 3-piece slate, and they're playing perfect. And those tight pockets make them play. Luckily, they have new cloth. Otherwise, they would play extremely tight. This is, I call these specialty tables. They're for one pocket in the clubs. But with new cloth, it's perfect for these pros. They have to be tested. And this is the perfect table to do it.
Yeah, I'm a big, big fan of these tables already. It's the first time I played on them, and I absolutely love them. Not only do they play really good, but they look super nice too. Yeah. Very stylish table.
I like the gray one.
Okay, let's see. She hit the break really, really great there. Made the 1, but she's jacked up over the 9, shooting this 2. Can't touch the 9. Would be a foul. You're going to see her be very careful here, and the ref's going to take a nice close look.
Oh, yeah. They don't miss a trick.
And that affected the way she hit the 2. She couldn't be as accurate as she wanted because she's looking at the 9.
Well, it came up to where it's going to force a combo.
Yeah, I don't think the 2 passes. She's taking a look to see if the 2 passes the 6. This angle's a little deceiving, but yeah, I think she's called the combination. The 6 ball. Where does the 2 go after?
It's going to bounce up and go towards the side pocket, depending on the speed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just a little soft of getting there.
And will she play the bank or another safety? Now, she's played 2 safeties and avoided bank shots, except for the 10 ball.
I think she plays this one because it has some 2-way availability, even 3-way where she's getting shaped too.
She does.
Just without Any two thoughts. I love her game. So easy to watch. She would have been dangerous with that 20-second shot clock in the turbo doubles yesterday.
Her partner would have been waiting on her.
Yeah. She might have been able to play with a 10-second shot clock in that turbo.
She wasn't in it, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Yeah. That's probably why they didn't have her in there. It's just too much of an advantage for her.
Yeah, her and Carlo would have been a dangerous team.
Wow. So right.
Does the 9 pass the 10? I'm not sure it does. She's going to have to go 2 rails across the line here. Speed's going to be at a premium. Looks pretty good. A little short, but it's okay.
She'll work with it.
You know, she's such a talented player. Very natural ability.
Well, you know it's because she's left-handed, right?
Lefties are always good.
And there we go. The crowd starts dropping their phones already. But Cheska does not drop the ball there and pockets the 10 ball, ties things up at 1.
Tough to distract these Filipino players. They're so used to playing with big crowds and lots of noise and all kinds of distractions. So
They have to say, excuse me for every shot.
yeah,
People right up against the table, and
didn't bother her one bit there. The crowd slowly filing in. It's a little early still, but there won't be any seats to be had in a few minutes. So if you're in there, you get down here, get a good seat. Lots of great pool today. Men's semifinals coming up after this at 11:30, followed by the women's final at 2:30 and the men's final at 5:30. And we got a real chance at an all Christina final, and in the men's we got a chance for a Filler Gorst final. I think
Yes, we
that's what
do.
the crowd really wants to see. Men's.
yeah, they got to see a Filler Shane final. I mean, quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal, and what a match that was yesterday afternoon. Okay, Cheska ripping this one down the middle. Coming up dry, it looks like.
Yeah, as Ben was saying, in the men's semifinals, you have Joshua Filler and Maximilian Lechner from Austria. And in the other semifinal, you have Wojciech Szewczak, world 10-ball champion, and Fedor Gorst. He's missing the world 10-ball title.
I got the beat down from Max, so I'm cheering for him. Then I can say I lost to the champ.
Yeah. In the final 16, that was the final straw for Ben.
Yeah. He played fantastic, really.
I remember seeing him for the first time years ago at the U.S. Opens at Griff's. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, he's got a great mind for the game and super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a couple of laughs during the match. He kept hooking me. I told him he was mean. He said, how I'm supposed to be.
That's right. Look at this 10-ball. It's going to make it easy for well, no, it could double up.
So no early 10s anymore here at the Pro Billiard Series, which is a rule I'm really glad they implemented because it does tend to push towards the corner pocket if you're breaking from the side rail. So if Christina makes this combination, the 10's going to spot. She's going to continue shooting. She needs something on this 1 ball to get down there for the 2. The cue ball on the rail's not doing her any favors.
No, it's tough to handle from there. She's limited. She might have to accept the distance.
I think distance, then play a safety, because I don't think you can play the combination from a mile away. Yeah, I think leaving it where she's pointing and then bank the 2 up to the top rail and get the cue ball underneath the 10-3. There's a lot of balls to hide behind there. Okay, she's coming 2 rails across. I don't know if she can play the combination from here. I think it's pretty tough.
I think I would go ahead and bank this 2-ball right at the 6. It's a big 6 ball.
It is a huge ball. That's a good call, George. I agree. I think that's the right shot. She can kind of stiff it a little too. Keep the cue ball where it is. Okay,
It's
she's
gonna go.
played the combo beautifully, but
And she overran the cue ball.
a pretty routine safety here, though, I would think. Lots of balls to hide behind. Might be able to bury both balls. Sort of send the 2 behind the 7, the cue ball behind the 10. Well, this is gonna leave a window, a little gap to see the 2, and we've seen Cheska attack this one before. She might just try to cut this ball in. Quickly calling the cut shot. Thins it perfect, and look at the position. Wow, what a shot that is. That is a fantastic shot to go up and down and get perfect on the 3. Into the 7, beautiful. Nicely controlled. Never really want to be bumping balls that you don't have to, but every once in a while you get that angle like that where it just helps you get position.
Well, if you have the control she has, and these players have, of the cue ball, bumping balls is not a major problem, but it usually leads to trouble.
That's right. The stop shot here is okay. She doesn't need to be straight in on the 10. She plays the little stun follow perfectly. 2-1, Cheska.
Cheska now in the lead by a game, 2-1, as Ben just said.
Just racing to 4. It happens pretty quick, especially when you're playing a player as fast as Cheska. It slips away super fast. Before you know it, you're down a set.
Well, she'll take 2 or 3 shots to your 1, so that can be intimidating when you see somebody flow the way she does.
Yeah, and they just don't look nervous, and all the shots look so easy. It's intimidating for sure.
And you know, that's part of the bit of the nerves too. In my opinion, most players that play real fast, it's to alleviate the noise in the head.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. The quicker you play, the less you think.
Exactly.
And this is, as much as it's a thinking game, you want to not think at all when you're shooting. You got to go totally blank. Okay, coming through the middle again. Let's see if it works this time. It didn't last time. Well, that definitely didn't work. Cue ball's on the floor.
You know, I always say it costs more to play on the floor.
That's right. Well, 2, 3, 8, kind of in a line there. I'm not sure what she's going to do with that 2 ball. The 3-8 combination doesn't look too bad, but how do you get from the 1 to the 2?
No, you come underneath the 10 and play it in the upper corner.
She's got to watch the cue ball doesn't end up on the rail there when she's shooting the 2. Which I think is exactly where it's going to be, right? Close to the rail.
Yeah.
Anytime the cue ball is close to the rail like this, it makes potting the ball a lot tougher because you can't really get control of the cue ball as much as you'd like. You can only really hit the top of it. Often we just take our eye off the object ball because we're a little worried about the tip position on the cue ball.
A little worried about looking like an idiot when you slide off the top of the ball.
When you miscue
right,
off the
when you
top
miscue
of
off
it.
the top.
Yeah, so a lot of times we keep our eye on the cue ball
Sure.
too long there. You could see if her eye was on the object ball when she pulled the trigger there, it was good. It's 3-8 combo, and the 3 should stick around right by the 8. You don't need to run, Christina. It's not the turbo doubles. It's okay. We got lots of time out there.
That was funny when we watching Josh Filler run around. Who was the other player that was running?
Nayuki ran.
Nayuki,
Yeah.
yeah, he was running.
He was running.
Shane was moving pretty fast too.
And that's what we were
Yeah.
hoping to see.
Yep.
Couple of lefties doing battle here. She played right-handed shape there by accident.
That's right. I forgot. Zlate was left-hander also.
And she's also a lefty.
I honestly do believe left-handers have a better. I'm not sure what the word I can use.
They've done some studies about left-handed.
Left and right brain.
Yeah,
right?
and how a left-handed person can use the other side of their brain better as they age.
The geometric
Yeah.
part of it, exactly.
Which is important for pool.
I remember back in Arizona we had a tour, the Desert Classic Tour, and at the end of the season there was 8 players. There were 9 players. 5 of them were left-handed. You know, being left-handed is somewhere between 10 and 15% of the population.
Yeah, 10%.
And to have 5 of 9, you know, that
good.
pretty much
Tells you something.
tells you something.
Okay, she loads it up with the top and the inside, but she flicks the 9. I think it slowed down the cue ball just a little. Now she's got a tester on the 6. Is it frozen? That would make it easier. I think it is. It looked like the ref called it frozen. And the reason the ref would do that, I mean, she's sure to get a rail after contact, but let's say she miscued and went full into the 6. The referee would need to know if that ball was frozen or not. You'll see them always check.
I like that shot. I like the way she shot that.
With the inside coming around off extra rails.
A lot of players shy away from it, but I like that she shot it.
Oh, with the ball frozen to the rail, definitely it was a little easier, but not a walk in the park. She did well there. She's got one more tough shot. I wonder if she tries to get a little better on the 9 this time, after missing the 10 a couple games ago. Looks okay. I think she can draw to the short side of the 10.
Yeah, and then this is with the carbon fiber and the new cloth combined together. You can really move that cue ball in reverse.
Yeah, you just barely touch it with the draw. It's going to just take off. She stayed nice and smooth on that. But she's got to bear down here. These are not big pockets. You got to cut this one in pretty close to the heart. See how still she stayed over the ball there and just keeps her head nice and still. Waits till the ball goes in the hole, not moving too much.
And down it goes. Tied at 2. They're giving us our money's worth here, folks. If they keep playing like this, we're going to charge you for the stream.
I really love, excuse me, that Predator does these streams for free. I've always been the biggest advocate for free stream with pool. I think it's the only way we're ever going to grow the game. We can't have pool junkies like me paying for pay-per-view because there's only going to be 10 of us.
Well, the problem with it is, you know, when you pay for it, half the time something comes up and you can't watch it the way you'd like. And if you don't worry about it, you seem to find all the time in the world for it.
That's right. Yeah, I can't count how many times I paid for a 3-day pay-per-view match and watched 2 hours of it because I was just too busy. How do you watch a race to 120? Nobody has time for that.
They watch the last 15 games.
Exactly, yeah. But I paid for the whole pay-per-view.
That's right. Young lady taking a nap
Yeah,
on her partner's shoulder there.
it's been a long 6-day. I think we're on day 6,
We're
right?
on day 6 of 9. This all ends Friday, so we're on day 5. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have to count on my fingers.
It's okay. I was counting like that in my head too. Yeah. Wait. Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Good break there. She made a ball, but nothing happening with the 1 again. Seems to be par for the course on these tables. Tricky to get the opening shot.
That's been happening today. And then look, she broke from the right side, and look what she got. All the balls on the right side.
And one of the best stats with from the stat guy there we were just talking about it was first shot after the breaks. Maybe one of the most important stats. Who gets the first look? I like what she's doing here. Rather than play the push out, she's going to play the kick safety.
The little kick stick.
And when you're playing somebody as good as
I
Cheska,
l-
you don't really want to push somewhere. She's going to do this to you, so you might as well just do it to her. What
I
a great
love
shot.
that shot. And it's shots like this that's going to slow Cheska down.
If-
Hopefully frustrate her from Christina's point of view.
If she can do that, she's got a real chance here. She keeps doing that. Wow, what a shot.
It reminds me of the yeah, when she won the World 10 Ball Championship, she hooked herself the corner of the side pocket with the point of the side pocket on the 10
Kicked
ball.
that ball
And
in.
she came right over and just two-rail kicked it in.
Unbelievable shot. That was good for TV, that shot. Okay, nice shot from Christina. Has she left a little gap here? Maybe, but Cheska's going to be feeling really close to this 9 ball. You see her roll up the sleeves there.
We did have some touch fouls by a player. Side pocket okay? Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah, you could see she was really affected by that 9 ball. Couldn't be accurate on the 1, missed it by a lot. And if she was trying to play safe, she missed that by a lot too.
You can see already we're into the 5th game, and in the first game and in this game, you can see how those safeties are slowing down Cheska and actually winning games for Christina. That's how she won the first game, with the safety play.
She's a smart player. She's got plenty of experience under her belt these days, playing every event she can get into. And I'm seeing her name in the mix more and more. She's getting better.
Yeah, she's constantly now. She's getting into the final 16. She's getting into the quarterfinals, and right here she's got a semifinal. She had a couple during the course of the year, this past year. She's had some high finishes, you know, in the quarterfinal stages and in the semifinals. This is her biggest finish so far, where she's at.
She's got a chance for some really big prize money this week. $27,000 to the winner of this event.
And just think, if you can, there's 64 ladies here, and there's been 64 ladies in the World Championships. If you can do the same, have the same results here as you have in the World Championships, the money doubles.
Well, and I would say equally as tough.
It was the same players.
Yeah, it's all the same players. Yeah,
There's
that's right.
64 players here, and 2/3 of them are in the top 100 players of the world.
That's an unbelievable stat, really. Doesn't get any tougher than this.
In fact, Cheska has the highest Fargo rating of any of the 64 players, and Christina at 702 is 21st on the list. So she's in the upper third.
Yeah. And Cheska number 1. What is Cheska's Fargo?
Cheska's Fargo is 775.
Oh, that is impressive.
Well, it's funny because at the top of the list, there's 3 players. It's Simi Chen, Cheska, I think Rubelin Amit, Cho Che-Yu, and they're all either 774, 775.
Wow.
They're all right there together. And of course, those will vary day to day.
Yeah, up and down 1 point.
Yeah, up and down 1 point,
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah, never more than 2, really.
You know, it's not like my Fargo that keeps dropping.
Well, you know what they say, George. Age is undefeated.
That's thank you. That's a good one. I have to remember that. And you know what I used to say to that? Excuses, excuses.
That's right. Every good pool player has them.
That's not all of them. I stopped making excuses years ago. This is a great game.
I got a lot better when I stopped making excuses, yeah, and just, admit what actually happened.
You just got to break it down, just like if you're doing commentary.
Yeah.
Okay, how did you lose? Why did you lose?
Yeah, you have to always be analyzing.
Oh, I was wrong. See, these have switched quite a bit. Semi Chen is now at 793.
93.
Cheska has moved down from 775. She's now 771. I pulled these numbers about 2 weeks ago when I was preparing for this tournament. Cho Che-Yu 771, Han Yu 770, Shasha Lu 769, Amit 768. So
That's 793 from Simming Chen.
she was there. She was at 798 some time back.
Well, I remember some years ago, there was a match with her and Donnie Mills. There was a discussion about a men's Fargo and a woman's Fargo not equaling the same, and Simming Chen proved
Oh, yes, she did. She also played. She did that with Johnny Mills, and she did that with Mitch Elliman.
with Mitch too. That's right. Yeah.
And Mitch was humbled. In fact, he told me, he goes, dude.
She's so good. She is so good. Cheska with nice finish there. 3-2. She's on the hill in the first set.
Yeah, for some reason, it seems like a lot of these ladies have gone down.
Well, they're playing so much too, and the game is getting very tough. Like, there's more and more good players coming through the ranks all the time, and everybody's getting better. It's not getting easier out there.
We'll see, and especially like the Taiwanese players like Cho Che-yu, they only have a 3,600 games in the system. Simi Chin has 3,400, so their Fargo's going to move more than most of the American players that have 10,000.
Yeah, I have 10,000.
Yeah. Sophia Mast and Savannah Easton. I think Savannah has 8,200.
Yeah,
She's 16 years old.
Yeah, they're near the 10,000 mark already.
So
Break. She's
shot
still
on the one.
just crushing it down the middle, but not making a ball. I'm surprised she didn't adjust yet. I think maybe in the second set, an adjustment on the break could be useful. I think we have first set over on the other arena table. On table one, looks like they're on break.
Somebody went pretty quick. Let's take a look at who it was.
Yeah, let's see.
Wei Wei took the first set.
Oh, that's a big one for her. What was the score, George?
4-0.
Wow.
That's why it went so quick. 4-0 over the Crystal.
Wow. Is Christina looking shell-shocked over there? It's not too often she's losing any match for nothing to anyone.
Christina's facial expressions don't change much.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. Pretty calm under pressure, very composed player. She's got her hands full over there with Wei Wei. Meanwhile, looks like this Christina can cut this 3 in, but can she get any kind of position on the 4 next? Tough to play this with inside spin on a slippery table.
Oh.
Yeah, and it made her miss the ball.
Well,
She's trying to hit it a little thicker to get the inside spin to grip, and it made her miss the pot.
If you just joined us, that's the voice of Ben Francis from Canada in the booth with me. We're very happy to have him.
Oh, my pleasure too, of course. Happy to help out. Okay, looks like she's gonna close this one out. Ball's laid pretty good.
She seems to be stroking the ball or moving the cue ball, moving her stroke more than she normally does. Usually it sets her hand down, aims, and takes one stroke and fires.
Yeah, she's like taking a few practice strokes today.
Yeah, she's got, see? She doesn't have a busy cue.
I think it's a sign that she's ready today. You know, she's really ready to win today.
Yeah, see, this is more her stroke.
Yeah,
Just
quick.
lays the hand down, aims, and shoots.
Yeah, kind of like one practice stroke. Well, she goes for extra there to get close to the 9. That's a good shot.
Look how intently Christina's watching.
She doesn't look worried either. She's very composed as well. I've seen Zlateva play quite a few times, and she never seems bothered. She never seems angry. She always seems very composed at the table and in the chair.
I love the way she moved the cue ball there.
Fearlessly.
Yeah, with the inside and just kind of spun it over.
Cheska takes the first set 4-2. Let's see if they take a little timeout. Looks like Zlateva says, yes, I will definitely take a timeout. Try to slow this speedster down.
Well, while they take a timeout, I'll go over some of the sponsors that make this possible, to have the free streams, to have the high purses, and bring a lot of pool into all you pool fans out there. And it's Little Monster, Kamui, Box Billiards, Predator Group, Simonis Cloth, Aramith, then Billiards, Q Sports International, Seyberts, Pro Billiard TV, and WPA. And this tournament's being played on some of the best equipment in the world. We have the Predator Arc table covered with the Predator Arcadia Elite. The Elite cloth is in collaboration with Iwan Simonis. And then, of course, we have the Predator Arco balls that are made by Aramith, thus pretty much partner up with Predator, Aramith, and Simonis. Equipment being made by them. The bridge, the lights, we have new lights this year. We're using these LED lights that look like an H up on top, and then there's a single bar that seem to throw out a different light. Look at the middle lights when they're single. See how it's not quite as bright as the others?
It's
They're
like
different lighting.
It's almost a yellowish lighting. Yeah.
There. And you'll see the reflection of the lights on the balls when they rack them. So try to keep you entertained.
I like these lights. They're good.
Yeah, they light up the whole. We have quite a few of them up there. They light up the whole arena.
That's plenty bright in here.
Yes, it is. Just don't look up.
That's right.
But later on, we will have the men semifinal coming up right after this one, and you'll see either Joshua Filler and Max Lechner, or Wojciech Szewczak and Fedor Gorst. And like Ben alluded to earlier, there's a big possibility of watching Joshua Filler and Fedor Gorst in the finals. But the guys they're playing are not laydowns, I'll tell you. Wojciech Szewczak, I believe, is the 2019 World 10-Ball champion. Well, I know he's one of them. He was one of the championships.
Post from Albin yesterday. Albin figures he's 0-15 against Wojtek.
Is he really? Yeah, that gives you an idea. Albin Oceans is a World 8-Ball champion. I mean, all these guys.
Yeah, that's
all
anybody's tournament. Out of those last four, for sure, any one of them.
The only one that's not a world champion is Max Lechner.
Is Max,
Yeah.
And
But there's a guy that has been pushing on that envelope for some time, and he will have a world championship sooner or later.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Yeah, and he's such a nice guy. He deserves one too. He's a great ambassador of the game. He's very friendly, very welcoming with the crowd, and he's a perfect gentleman around the table.
Exactly.
Anytime I made a good shot, he tapped his cue on the table, and anytime I was shooting towards him, he got up and moved to the other chair out of my line of vision. He's a perfect gentleman around the table. I was very impressed.
He'll be there. In fact, I believe he is on the Austrian team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's
with,
Max, Mario, Albin, and Jasmine.
correct.
So they got 4 on the team there.
Yeah, I have to find paper to do that. Ben knows it off the top of his head. Everybody does. I need the paper.
No, but I had some interest in that world team thing, wondering if I might get the call up.
Yeah,
but
with Canada doesn't have a team, do they?
we do. Yeah.
You do. All right. Go ahead. You can tell me.
I don't
which
want to
team
talk
is.
about it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you and Eric both. You and Eric both would have a shot at that.
We have Brittany Bryant, Waleed Hashem, and Vincent Boravage. It goes to a Canadian ranking points list rather than Fargo,
Okay.
which
And
comes from playing the 3 Canadian championships, 8, 9, and 10 ball. But the problem being is the country is so split, and
so
it's
big.
so far away. Yeah, it's very big. So for me to play the 9 and 10 or the 8 and 10 ball last year wasn't possible. It was too much traveling. So I only played the 9 ball, but I also hosted that tournament. I helped organize. I did this live stream. I was managing the pool hall. I did not have a good finish. Although, up 7-5 on Orlovson, race to 9, I let him off the hook. So my ranking in the Canadian rankings is 102nd.
well, see, that's exactly the point. For instance, WPA. How many WPAs do these guys all play? The ranking comes from points. You get points for every finish.
That's right.
every tournament. You play 3 events. Somebody plays 10 events. Good luck
That's right.
having the points to be at the top.
And that's just exactly what's happening to me here, you know, is just not enough points to make the list, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's the same with the WPBA, the Women's Professional Billiard Association. Same thing. You have players that are in the top 20, and then you have players that are like 4th and 5th. Some of the 4th and 5th players have, they've played 8 or 9 events. The other player in the top 20, that's a much higher Fargo rated player, has only played 3 or 4 events.
Yeah, and often it comes down to travel expenses because, we're not rich. We're not getting rich playing pool, so it's very expensive to travel out of Canada.
Sure.
Flights are absolutely crazy. They're robbing us.
And, a lot of players have sponsors, and a lot of players, probably like yourself, don't have the big time sponsors.
Yeah, not like the fillers and the gorse of the world that can make it to all these events no problem. Yeah, I gotta have some support from friends and family, and outside of just industry sponsors. But
well, there goes the 9-ball. Just got a break.
can she see the one here, George?
It looks like she may be able to.
I think she can, judging by how it stopped next to the 7. I think she can see it to make it, and the balls are okay if she could get on the 2 here.
Yeah, they're touchy, but they're open.
She has called it, so plenty of room.
Can she avoid the 5-8?
Negative. Straight into the 5.
And now there's no way she doesn't hit the 7.
Does the 3 pass the 5, 10, 8, through that window?
It might.
From this angle, looks
But
like it does.
Can she draw the ball off the 7 to the rail and up for the 3?
Yeah.
It looks like it's lined up that way.
Or can she power draw it off the 7, off the side rail, and back to where she is now for the side pocket? That's what she...
No,
she tried to
she
go forward with inside. That was tough. That was asking a lot, I think.
Yeah, you could tell she was going to hit the 7. That's why I thought the draw would work.
Mm-hmm.
But she used follow, which was creative.
Yeah.
She's got position.
Yeah, she got where she needed to be, technically. Let's see what Christina can do here. Try to recover after losing the first set. I don't really recall her making many mistakes.
Christina?
Yeah.
No, she's played some safeties and pocketed balls well.
Yeah, did she really miss any balls in the first set? I don't
Well,
really
we didn't
think
see the
so.
stats this time around, did we? We didn't have stats for it. These were the stats at the end of the set.
But yeah, I don't think she did anything too wrong there, so she shouldn't have much to worry about. Shouldn't be, lacking confidence or anything. Just Cheska made some shots. What are you gonna do? Just small things like this, little safety errors. I think that's really all it was.
Where's that? Eric sent me the stat link.
Cheska right back to work here with an angle on the 5 to punch between the 8, 10, come across for the 6, so she crashes into everything. I think she's just okay. She can still pot the 6, come around for the 7. She caught it a little thick, and it slowed down the cue ball. She got a bump on the 7. I think she's just okay again. Often when you see these players miss position, it's because they missed the part of the pocket they were putting the object ball into. If they put it right in the heart of the pocket, they're usually getting exactly where they need to be. But if it slops in there a little bit, sometimes lose the cue ball. And she's recovered well from a couple missed positional shots. She's just such a good potter. Eyes off the ball. Cheska looking to make short work of this semifinal.
Well, then I was able to find the stats. Zlateva outperformed on the overall performance, 811 to 795 for the first set. The break success, Zlateva was 67%. Shot after the break, 83. Balls pocketed, 30 to 31. Yet she lost 4-2.
That first shot after
Yeah.
the break's a big stat.
Sure is.
And the safety efficiency, the safety returns, another big stat there. Like, everything went her way except she lost the set.
The two missed shots was 2 apiece.
Yeah. Cheska fouled once. Christina didn't foul.
Yeah, Christina outperformed her in the stats, but you know, the rolls don't lie, and the misses, I think Christina's were timely and costly.
Yeah, the 10 ball, she got real close to the 10 once. I mean, there was some funny stuff happening there, but she played a good set. She shouldn't hang her head, that's for sure. Look at this break's huge break. Is the one going to dress up through the window? I don't think so. I think the 7's covering it.
Hustlin' Boss Lady. Another one with, the CSI chairs.
I don't think you want to mess with her.
Looks like they rode the motorcycle down here.
I think she looks like a boss lady.
Huh.
Yeah. She looks like the boss. Okay, push out here. No need to try anything crazy. Pin the cue ball on the rail. This is so important when you're playing push out, especially against a player of Christina's ability. You don't want to let her see all of the cue ball. Oh, would she contemplate banking this ball in sometimes, or is she just going to play a safety? You can hear the crowd clapping there. It's the sound of Christina to catch coming back over there in the second set.
Well, she lost the first one 4-0. Ours went 4-2.
So she does play the safe, but look out, cue ball.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's not totally safe, but it's containing. She's going to slow her down a little bit here. Keep her off the pot. I mean, she could cut this in, but I don't think so. She chips safe, use the 4 for cover.
Nice call there.
Wow, Christina's got the end rail. Cheska would have loved to see that cue ball roll another ball towards the 4 and take away this end rail. I don't think the jump, too close to the ball. This gives lots of safety options, though. This one might just bank down table near the 6.
That'd be optimal.
No, she hit the wrong side of it. She's trying to hit it full, send it towards the side pocket.
This is a good shot.
Nothing wrong with that. It worked out pretty good.
Yeah, sure did.
Left her a mile away and on a weird combo. I don't even know if she can take on this combo. I think she called it right away.
There's not much more to do, but no early 10, so 10 ball will just respot if she pockets it.
Oh man, she's totally fearless, and
Nice
you can't
shot.
blame her because look at how straight she shoots. Well, she was stopped in her tracks there for a second. Look where this 10 is going to spot.
Didn't hinder anything.
Yeah, she was a little worried for a second there. Looked like the cue ball might track a little closer to the 10. It's all about this 5 to the 6.
Oh, I feel a flash coming on.
Yeah, she's starting to hit a gear a bit. Yeah. If she starts feeling it, nobody in this field can beat her.
Just watch the way she walks. When she starts walking, you'll see the difference of what you've seen at the beginning and what you'll see when she's in stroke.
The
Or when she
strut.
gets in the zone.
Yeah.
It's a whole different.
Yeah.
Shane's the same way.
Yeah,
Shane's eyes get the size of silver dollars.
that's right.
And
Yeah.
you know he's there.
Yeah, and you can see a little bounce in his step. Everybody
Yes.
knows that. Everybody's seen that Shane little bounce in his step.
I've seen that from him for years. I watched him win the U.S. Open 10-ball championships 3 years in a row. Should have won the 8-ball championship the same 3 years, but he lost 1 year to Alex. He had it 2 times, and the third time he lost it. And he lost it. He's breaking for the win. They were hill, and the ball got kicked in the side pocket, or got kicked in. Alex ran out.
Cheska misjudged the side spin there. No position on the 8. Looks like she's going to play safety. And that's not very safety. She'll want to catch that ball a lot thinner and leave the 8 more towards the middle diamond on that end rail. She's giving up a cut shot here for Christina. She needs this one.
I think she makes it.
Yeah, I think she's a huge favorite.
This shot favors the left-hander. She's on the correct side of the table, and it lays nice for her to reach and see the angle well.
She played really nice position on the 10. Reaching a little bit shouldn't be a problem.
That ties things up at 1. We were there before. Christina won the next game. Let's see what she does in the second set.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody would love to see close matches, so we'd love to see a third set.
Heck, we'd like to see it all go down to a shootout.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
As the fans would too.
Yeah.
Well, some fans. Some people, there's people out there that aren't a fan of the shootout. But, you know, I think it'll grow on me. Because I'm a big fan of the short sets. The fact that there's, 3 sets to be played, and when it's an extended to 3 of 5, there's quite a lot of pool to be played. If you stop and think about it, they're playing close to 35 games.
That's a long match.
Yeah.
The 3 out of 5 is a very long match. Yeah. Even this best 2 out of 3, still, it's more or less like a race to 8, which is a pretty long race. Right? You got to win 8 games. It takes a while.
It does, but they can be broken up, and you're never out of the set. At races to 4, you can be down 3-0, and then you win. It's going to be their break, so you win that game. Maybe have a break and run. So now you're 3-2. You're not so far down anymore, and you win that set. And you can do it twice.
I was fortunate enough to do that to Max in the first set. Actually,
Yeah.
I was down 3-0. I managed to come back and win the set somehow, some way. But just cliche things, one game at a time, right?
Well,
one ball at a time.
And the other thing is, the players will complain that the better players want longer races. Well, at the end of the tournament, when you look at the final 32, when you look at the final 16, it's the cream of the crop, and the highest Fargos, that's always at the top.
It just find a way.
It just works that way.
Look at this mistake from Cheska. She really misplayed that ball, trying to roll through to get the gap between the 7-9, and she came up well short.
There goes the 7.
Well, she's going to be shooting again.
Or was that what ball was that? The 7 still
Must
on
have
the
been the
table.
5. Must have been the
Yeah, must
5
have been.
ball. Yeah, so anytime you fluke a ball in 10 ball, it is your opponent's option to make you shoot again. So you can see she's hooked on the 9. Christina's going to make her shoot again here.
Oh.
And as we noted yesterday, Cheska likes to masse the ball rather than jump it. You can see why, because she's so accurate with the masse. Look at this shot. She knew that she was going to hit it a little thin off the rail. The 3's going to stay where it is now, and the cue ball's going to track around. So it's a really good shot. It might have looked a little lucky, but let me tell you, it wasn't at all. That was calculated. Off 2 rails here, trying to kick this ball in. Get some separation. This isn't the worst result, but I think she's given up a shot here. Can she get position on the 4 next? Okay, she's just going to take the distance. Smart. Probably come around, shoot the 6 in the same pocket. Oh, you see it skid a little there, George?
I missed that.
Yeah, it skidded just a little, and I think that's why she's closer to the 10. She's okay, but yeah, caught just a hair of a thick contact there, I think. Turned over a little bit. Oh yeah, watching on the delay on the YouTube, we could really see it.
I can't do that. I've done that several times. And I start calling a
That's
shot
all right.
over there.
No problem.
So I look at the other monitor here.
You-
This is much clearer for me.
You can take my word for it.
I will.
Skidded hard. Went into the thick side of the pocket, but it worked out. These two balls take a 2-1 lead.
Look how nice she struck that.
Yeah, so smooth. She's so smooth with the draw shot. Beautiful. And the crowd loves it. They know when they see a good out. Very knowledgeable crowd here. They're all pool players.
That's right. There's 12,000 of them walking around. The teams are here. Got 435 of the 7-foot Predator tables out there for the teams to enjoy.
It's going to get mighty busy out there this week.
It is. Did you try walking down the halls yesterday?
It already felt like there was 20,000 players here. Yeah, even in the casino,
Oh,
there's
I tell you.
like pool cues everywhere.
Yep. It's busy. It's the first year at the Westgate for Q Sport, for the BCA and the USA pool leagues, and they're all here, droves, and they are happy to be here. I can guarantee you, this is the best venue setup I've ever seen from Q Sports International, and Predator here.
And from the Pro Billiard
And the Pro
series,
Billiard
yeah,
series.
I really love the
Yeah.
setup. I mean, the Rio was okay. This is way
For
better.
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, Westgate is a beautiful venue, and this conference center here is a perfect place for a pool tournament.
Yeah.
Wow, did she ever crush that break?
This is-
Unbelievable.
This is set up just like Austria was, where you have the two stream tables side by side and plenty of room for people to sit. I mean, last night it was standing. In fact, there wasn't enough. We could have filled the stadium.
I couldn't get a seat.
Yeah.
I was trying to sneak
we
in
could
to
have
watch
filled
the
the
last
stadium.
couple of racks, of the doubles, and I couldn't see. I couldn't get a spot.
This place was packed. And that's exactly why this is a great concept, where you have all the people from the pool leagues here, and then you have the pro event. 128 men, 64 women.
Watch this replay, George. Sorry to interrupt, but
That's okay.
watch her pinball this one off the 6 and the 3. She's trying to just cut it in the heart. She played a little pinball there.
Should I put that down as a highlight shot?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah,
That shot on the 3 ball.
yeah. Whether she played it like that or not, it's still a highlight.
At 2-1. No, it was at 1-1.
2-1. Yeah,
It's 2-1 now.
yeah, it's 2-1
So
Cheska.
when the shot took place, it was 1-1.
No, it's still 2-1.
Okay.
It was in this game. Yeah.
Oh, it was in this game.
Yeah. Oh, it's still early, George. It's okay. And it's
watched-
day 6 in Vegas. Oh, she's looking so good out there. I mean, just smooth over the cue, potting well, motoring around the table. She's looking very dangerous today. Even just a little subtle shot like that, she just makes it look so easy. Just to nudge the 8 out of the way, keep position on the 7. She gets perfect angle on the 8, take her closer to the 9.
Oh.
I'd say slightly worrying moments here for Kristina Zlateva. Watching this girl just run around the table, one stroking balls in.
Kristina Zlateva was going to need something here.
I think she needs a miracle at this point. She's going to be down 3-1. Down a set and down 3-1, but for anybody who watched the semifinal, that mixed doubles yesterday, did the fillers make the greatest comeback we've ever seen in the doubles?
Yeah, that was a great comeback. I mean, over on the before it was the finals,
Down a set
Yeah,
and
down
down
a set,
3-0 in the second set.
and they came roaring
They
back.
came storming back. They won that set, won the deciding set. Unbelievable stuff.
Put themselves in the final and went on from there.
And they just rolled over the
Yes, they
final.
did.
Yeah, it wasn't. Anytime you give one of these good players a free life, when you had a chance to knock them out and you didn't, they tend to be unstoppable after that. I think we're seeing the same thing from Cheska here.
Most players usually see the same thing from Cheska.
Okay, and she's switching the break a little bit here. Move to the corner. She crushed the last one and ran out.
Watch this.
Seven. Oh, it's the 5 kissed in there. And does the 2 go? Does the 3 go? Not sure either one of those goes. But she's shooting right away. That tells me the 2 goes. Or the 2-4 combination is not bad. Yeah, she's called the 4. It's all about where the 2 ball ends up here.
Well, it all depends on the speed. She's going to try to keep it in front of the pocket.
Oh, beautiful speed. Real soft. Held it there nicely. And now does the 3 pass the 10?
That is the question. Must,
She's
or she.
Overrun it by a lot here. If it does pass the 10, it's really difficult from this angle.
She has a plan, I'm pretty sure.
Couple of safety options. Might see her just chip this one. Kind of cue ball behind the 7, 3 behind the 10. No, this has gone all wrong.
She was going behind the 9. I think I would have paid more attention to where I leave the 3 ball than the cue ball.
Yeah, I think.
Because she had the bottom rail.
Yeah, I think I agree. Get the 3 to the end rail, kind of underneath the 10. That way, if you don't cover it, it's still contained. You can't sell out that way, you know. Let's see what Christina can do. Keep herself in this match. It's not over yet.
That's a cute question. Are the commentators allowed to have alcohol while they're broadcasting? The answer is a definite no.
That's a definite no. Now, we might not be professional TV broadcasters, but we do take our job seriously.
I say such dumb things that maybe we think I'm drunk.
Well, I knocked that off a few years ago. Stopped drinking about 3.5 years ago. One of the best things I ever did. Certainly make a lot more money playing pool now. Much more focused, feeling better all the time. Is she a bit straight on this one? Can she get going towards the 8 here? You don't want to be cheating these side pockets, that's for sure.
She's got enough angle there. She's got it. She's come down.
Don't want to be straight on the 8 though.
The point. Did she get behind the point?
You know, George, she might have. Even if she didn't, she's gonna be a mile away from this 9.
You can't get it off the rail.
Yeah, to the smallest corner pocket.
She's on the point.
Look, she is on the point.
Is she gonna push through it? Yeah.
I think that's pretty unlucky.
Sure.
But she did lose the cue ball a bit. It should be said she did lose it a bit going towards the 8. She didn't want to be straight in on the 8. I think that's going to be her last shot of this tournament, but she should not hang her head. She's had a great showing. Semi-final in this field is nothing to hang your head about. And there's the handshake. Congrats to Cheska Centeno moving on to the final. And that'll be coming up at 2:30. We have the final of the ladies. Looks like Christina Catch has won the second set on the other TV table, so head over there, guys. Check out that final set.
Actually, I think the finals are going to be at 3 o'clock, and they're both going to be run at the same time.
Okay.
That was a late call last night. They made that change. So
Oh.
they're both at 3 o'clock. We had
perfect.
advertised at 2:30 and 5:30, but
They've
they're both
changed
at 3.
Okay, perfect.
So-
Yeah, that's good for us, right?
That's good for
Makes
everybody.
For an early day, early
It'll
night.
make for
yeah.
great closing ceremonies, all that. Great. But Cheska moves on to the final. Christina, congratulations to a fine tournament. And this has been Ben Francis and myself, George Teachea, bringing you the live action here at the Westgate Resort and Casino. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back soon.
Start your mornings with a special chair Tai Chi program focused on muscle strength building, adapted for men over...
With the 8 covering the 1. Not sure if she can get underneath it for a kick and stick. That could work out rather nicely.
Yeah, it looks close, doesn't it? But from the angle where the cue ball is, I think it could be on. She plays it with draw. Try to... Not sure if a plain ball will work that way, but it might still be okay. But just to keep that cue ball to the left of the 8, she plays it slow. Yeah, she's played it slow.
Nice. Nice touch, Graham.
She's trying to work out some kind of kick shot here. Slide, I think, will work. She'll have to play this with a bit of pace.
I was just about to say, is there some insurance for her with where the 2 ball is, but it's quite a distance between it and the 6.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that was the pocket she called. I think she called the corner pocket, to be fair, Graham.
As Christina comes to the table, that tells me you're 100% correct. Yeah. Interesting, she called the corner, but if she didn't call anything, the side would have been the most obvious choice. However, maybe not a big drama. This is a thin one. Cue ball control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cue ball.
She got away with it. It's close. That was a risky shot, I felt. Weiwei's going to have to go airborne over the edge of this 5. This would be a very good blue 2 to make at this stage of the match. Oh, and that she's done it, Graham. I don't think... Oh, is there even a pathway for the 3 through the 4-9? That would be a turn up for the books. But what a great jump shot from Weiwei there.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a gap, this is a good chance because she could play a stop shot, but she's taking quite a bit of time, so that tells me it doesn't go. Maybe it is. Shot clock beat her there, get in.
Yeah.
And Costa as well.
Could cost her dearly, Graham. Look at where the balls are situated. I felt that if Christina didn't run safe behind that 5, it could be all Weiwei, but even after the jump shot she made, it just wasn't on. But in complete contrast, looking at the table here, it's laying out rather nicely for to catch.
Yeah, that was a bit of a chance. I'm not saying the 3 ball was easy, but maybe a chance to get a good safety. The shot clock just crept up on Weiwei, and she kind of, to be honest, just probably threw her cue at it with a little bit of thinking, but with real substance. It looks like it could be a bit of a blow here. Of course, the balls get a bit more difficult the more pressure that's on the table, and there's a bit of distance between 7 and 8 here, so this is an important shot. Either leave a bit more angle than you need on the 7, bring it back off a couple of rails, or try and get close to it, try and be straight. That'll work though. She brings the cue ball back to a similar place, getting somewhere around that area. She might want to come a little bit higher though, so she's not bridging over the 9. Something to be thinking of a little bit. Yeah, you can see there.
as you suggested, bringing it back to where it was, and Christina just calling her extension. She appreciates the importance of these last 3 balls. We'll bring her back to 3-2, 1 away from taking us to a shootout, and she will have the break. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. That cue ball is perfect.
Wow, that was a bit risky. Not sure she maybe didn't think she would play it like that, but obviously every player is different. And I felt that she had enough angle. She could have just played that plain ball and held the cue ball, but obviously the pressure, sometimes players like to put a little bit more on the ball. Nevertheless, it worked out pretty well. She's going to have a break, you would think, here. Trying to get us to a shootout, Kevin.
This 10 ball to bring it back to 3-2. Christina to catch, showing great composure. The scoreline is back to 3-2. Weiwei won't get to break again. Well, we've got a few more surprises in store. Just to let you know, semi-final matches coming up on this table. In the men's division, Wojciech Szewczak takes on Fedor Gorst. And on our other stream table, table 2, Joshua Filler against Mad Max Lechner. That will be taking place in about 40 minutes from now. And then we will move on not only to the...
Ready to refresh your space for less? At Living Spaces, thoughtful design and direct sourcing keep prices low while quality stays high. Get this sofa for $295, this queen bed for $195, and this dining set for $295. Updating every room is within reach. Plus, enjoy fast, free shipping as soon as next day. So your new favorites arrive without the wait. Your next piece is waiting, only at Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
And a good look on the 1. Couldn't have asked for much more than that.
Yeah, just when she needs it. A somewhat pretty decent break. With a look, it's what you can really hope for. Obviously the positional shot is not ideal. Maybe she just takes her medicine, then plays a good safety shot. Could be an option. She's trying to make something happen.
I do like the ambition. She may have been a bit unfortunate there. On the other hand, she may have left the thinnest of cuts. Oh, that would be too thin by the looks of it now. I take a look from this angle. She did go for it, but made good cue ball, and there's a lot of traffic. There is a 1-rail escape, but this 6th rack is by far not over yet.
Yeah, it was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? But I don't really think she had much of an option. It's worked out somewhat okay, though. I mean, I would fancy Weiwei to hit this ball. Whether she chooses, I don't think she can go offensive. Potentially, but the scratch could be on that way. She also needs to catch it pretty full, otherwise she could scratch in the bottom left as well. One in the top corner.
Just pull to the right side of the pocket, meaning I think there's shape on it. It looked like it was traveling in the right direction.
Yeah, position to 3 is not ideal. This, you have to play this. You would think, looking at the angle, does she play it with left hand spin and hope that she can get the bite on the table with the slide, or does she risk drifting it down the middle of the table and kind of coming to the right of the black? It's also an option, but much more difficult to control.
Lovely view from our cameraman. Oh, it's rattled. She played it in such a fashion to hold for the 3 into the bottom left corner, or top left as we're looking at the table now, and gives Wei Wei a chance here. And I'm just wondering if she's got a sense that this is her opportunity. She needs to take it.
It's definitely an opportunity. She's going to play this on the extreme right edge to come down the left side of the table. Christina having to play that previous shot with so much left hand spin, kind of straightened up maybe. That's why it rattled. You would think Wei Wei's still 1 or 2 shots away from this being what you call a gilt-edge winning chance. This needs a bit of cueing to come back across.
Oh, makes the pot. How's the cue ball, Graham? Not bad at all.
Question is here, is she going to be able to go forward, play it either in the side, or will she have to punch this across below the middle pocket, play a longer green ball into the top right corner? If she can go forward, it's probably preferred. Yeah, looks like he's going forward, getting, so maybe just enough room. She's going to be able to go, needs to slow down though. Oh, take
She
my
gave
medicine.
that a bit of yeah.
Yeah, this is a test at this stage because she is going away from the 7, so she's got a choice to make. Can she hold it? And will she leave too much of a thin angle on the 7, or will she have to put a bit of a stroke on this and go long rail? Well, from that angle you could see she had more than enough to hold. This could be the moment. 1 good shot away, you would think, get nice and straight on this 8 in the side, and it's pretty much stop shot central.
It is one of the benefits of getting to the hill first. You can sort of just wait to see if your opponent makes a mistake as they're fighting for it. But then you still have to pounce when you get the opportunity, Graham, and again, a little bit of an angle on this 8.
Yeah, the good news is there's gap between the 8 and 9. She can just go forward, up and down.
Well, what a match we've been treated to. I'm not saying it's over right now, but 4-0 to Wei Wei in the opening set. Christina came back enthrallingly, taking the second 4-0. Tightly contested, and a big exhale from Wei Wei. Chinese Taipei player with this 10 ball to take her place in the PBS Women's Las Vegas Open Final. And what a match, 2 great contenders. A warm embrace and a bit of wish of luck for her upcoming final. She will play Cesca Centino at 3 o'clock local time, which is about 3-4 hours from now. I'll double check. And I'm just hearing the announcements in the background. Thank you, Derek Cox. It's been an absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. We do hope you will be back in the next 30 minutes for the start of the men's semi-finals. Kicking off on this table, Wojciech Szewczak will be taking on Fedor Gorst, an absolute thriller. And more importantly, on the second table, the killer is taking on Mad Max Lechner. It's going to be an enthralling matchup. My name's Gethin David.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up at 11:30 is our men's open semifinal matchups. Two great matches to find out who's going to be moving on to the finals of the men's open. In Arena 2, we'll have the killer, Joshua Filler, and Mad Max Lechner. Then here in Arena 1, Wozek Sevchek and the Ghost, Fedor Gorst. Two will be moving on to the championship that will be held later on today. So a lot of exciting pool yet to come here in Vegas. Pool fans, the excitement is building. Just 15 minutes away from our men's open semifinal. The killer Joshua Filler and Max Lechner in Arena 2. Here in Arena 1. Vosek Chevchek and Fedor Gorst, the Ghost, all set to kick off here in about 15 minutes. Also want to remind you to check out ProBilliardsSeries.com. ProBilliardsSeries.com. You can follow everything going on this week here in Vegas, all the matches, all kinds of great information, and also a link. You can watch it live anywhere.
Welcome to the Las Vegas Opens 2026. What a shot, man.
Perfect. What just happened? Look at that cue ball.
I don't think I've seen that before, too.
No way.
Hello, pool fans, and the action continues here from Las Vegas. It is the season kickoff, the 2026 Predator Pro Billiard Series. We have had an excellent crowd here this week. Throughout the event, 10,000 people throughout the event. It's been a packed house, and we've seen some amazing pool, and it's about to get really exciting. We started with 128 of the finest players on the entire planet for the Las Vegas Men's Open. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to just the final four. We have reached the semifinals, and time to determine who is going to be moving on for a shot at the title. So let's get to it and meet the semifinalists. First, in Arena 2, he's a World 9-Ball champion, World 8-Ball champion, and a World Teams champion from Bad Honnef, Germany. Make some noise for the killer, Joshua Filler. And his opponent is the World 8-Ball semifinalist, the 2019 9-Ball International Open runner-up from Innsbruck, Austria. Please give it up for Mad Max Schleckner. And back here in Arena 1, he's a 2023 European champion, the 2022 World 10-Ball champion from Warsaw, Poland. He's the Chef Master. Make some noise for Wojciech Szewczyk. And his opponent is a two-time World 9-Ball champion, three-time all-around Derby City champion, and a World Pool Masters champion. Please make some noise for the Ghost, Fedor Gorst. Diving for a break, it's a race to four, best of 3 sets, sending it to the Predator press box.
Welcome everybody, it's semifinal time. We got Josh Filler against Max Lechner. Semifinal of the Men's Las Vegas Open. This is Eric Horlison, and I'm joining the box Ben Francis. We're in for a treat, Ben.
Yeah, what a match we got on our hands here in the semifinal. The Killer Filler versus Mad Max. They're both playing Super Pool this week. I would expect this one to be highly contested. Best of 3 sets, race to 4. If it goes 3-3 in the third set, they will go to a spot shot shootout. And we got the other semifinal going on table 1. You heard the announcer there. It's Fedor Gorst versus Wojciech Szewczyk. Be a good match over there too. The final of both divisions, the men's and the women's, scheduled for 3 p.m. today, Vegas time. Don't want to miss it.
Fillers advanced to the semifinals through wins over Billy Thorpe, 2-1. George Hadakis, it's a tough name. 2-0. Juan Carlos Exposito, 2-0. Chris Reinhold, 2-0. Carlo Beato, 2-0. So not dropping many sets, Ben.
Yeah.
2-1 against Shane Van Boning in the quarterfinals. Lost the first set and came back.
Yeah, good comeback. And for anybody who watched the doubles last night, they were all but out of it in the semifinal. The doubles down a set and down 3-0 in the second set. They made the greatest comeback you might ever see.
He played really well in the final too, so Josh is on point this week.
They have a stellar team in the World Team Championship starting tomorrow as well. He might just take down all the prize money this week.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Tall task here in front of him with Max Lechner playing some great pool. I got to witness it firsthand.
Guess right. Played him in the final 16.
Yeah, he played a great match against me, as expected. Max is a elite level player. Misplayed this one a little bit though. He's left Josh a shot. I think he can attack the cut shot here with the cue ball going up there for the 2 next.
Yeah, pretty natural position. Just played to the left of the 3.
Pretty good crowd gathered here now. Not an empty seat to be had. Standing room only.
Like trying to get above the 3 and coming 3 rails back to the 4 here, Ben.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's what he's going to try to do. That way he doesn't have to deal with the 5 or the 6.
8's kind of in the way of the 1 rail path. 7's a little in the way on the other side, but should be all comfortable enough to draw it tight of it.
He landed a little flatter than I think he would have loved, but you can definitely work this stroke for it. Plenty of power.
There is a stun up the left side.
That's, I think, what he just looked at too, right?
I don't like it though. I feel like the 9's blocking a lot of that angle.
Well, and then I think maybe the 10 would come into play if you get, you know, a little funny on the 4. 10's in play trying to get back to the 5.
Yeah, just cinch the position, but he's in trouble here. Cross the angle a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know about that shot. He thought he was going to get a bigger bounce or carry a little more spin, but he misread it completely. Full ball hooked.
It's just the trouble when you're crossing the angle and involving another ball in the path that you're crossing on.
Kick this one towards the side. He's hoping to get some safe underneath the 9 here. Hit it pretty thin. Maybe he's trying to get under the 8 and just contain the 4. It's not a bad shot.
Yeah. Not much here for Max.
Yeah, no easy safety. You maybe thin the 4 into the 7 and use the 9 for cover.
I saw that. If he wants to get really aggressive out of the gate, the bank's there.
That was my first thought. Usually, that first aggressive thought is not the right one.
Yeah,
not for me.
It's very aggressive for the bank. You'd have to draw it.
Yeah, you'd have to draw for position, which makes it not really worth shooting.
Look at this creative shot.
5 rails safe with the stun follow. What a shot.
Wow. Might have got him.
Yeah, Josh shook his head right away. I think maybe he's got him.
That's a very intelligent shot by Max there, recognizing that the cue ball was going to tend to fall along the rail. Didn't quite get behind the 7, and Josh has got him in trouble here, but good attempt.
Yeah, very smart to send the cue ball, you know, towards the 7, but also send the 4 nice and safe off 4 rails there. Max with the short cue, gonna try to jump this one on the side. These are tight side pockets, 4.5 inch at the side. 4 1/8 the corner pockets.
Try.
Put on display there how tight the sides are because he hit that about as good as he could.
Too sharp on the side here for filler. Killed it to take the cue ball onto the 6.
Yeah, he's called the bank, but it's more of a two-way shot. Definitely controlling the cue ball underneath the 5 is the goal. She's done absolutely fantastic to get it under there. Max is kicking off 2 rails. You'll see them bring 2 cues to the table often in these situations because you only get 30 seconds with 1 30-second extension. They don't want to have to use the extension unless they need it. So they bring 2 cues to the table. He's going to drop his jump cue on the floor there. It's not the worst thing that could happen.
No, good result there from a kick safe.
It's maybe too thin to attack this cut shot with any control of the cue ball, so maybe another safe from Mr. Filler here. Get that cue ball underneath the 5 again, I think. Well, maybe he was using just the 9 ball there. It's a pretty good shot.
See, Filler has the left edge here. If he does, it won't help him much, but he'll prefer it over not being able to see the ball at all. Doesn't have it though. 2-rail kick behind it.
Yeah, Max is going to try to get a little 2-rail and get some separation here.
Just trying to go 2 rails at that one, but it ended up okay. So good safety exchange here in the first rack.
Yeah, I'm loving this already. And a good sign, I think if you're Max, this is a really good sign. You'd have to think you need to slow this guy down a little bit, right? You can't just have him out there freewheeling, running balls.
Well, that's the danger, and that's how Filler beats a lot of players, is he just gets in that freewheeling mode, and he's so good on those that offensive open table play. And look what Max tried to do in this rack. Couple good kick saves, jumped at a ball. Filler still finds a way to get on the advantage here.
Yeah, he still found the bank shot. Bit of a long one here, but it's a big favorite. A little thin. I don't think he goes up and down. I think he's just going to float this one. Yeah, he had lots of room to work with there. A lot of open table between the 8-9. Just giving this one a double check, but I think a little 2-inch draw will be fine. Okay, he was going a little to the left with the cue ball.
Yeah, I wanted to find a way to play the 8 to the left middle, but just had a little too much angle.
Well, he needs to be sure potting this ball into a tight pocket. Not a problem. Right down the middle. Wasting no time getting from the 9 to the 10. We saw he played quite fast at Derby City a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he really had no choice. He had to come back 11 rounds in about 2.5 days, maybe, something like that. So he just kind of, he was even joking about it on Facebook. He was just saying, I got my skates on, or I got my running shoes on. And he was still able to beat some of the best players in the world by huge scorelines, man.
I loved Shane posted after something along the lines of, you spotted everybody your rebuy and still won the tournament.
Yeah.
Because he had to forfeit his winter side match because he was sick. He had some food poisoning. Stormed back through the B side, no problem. Through the rebuy side, I should say.
Lechner's come to the semifinal by wins over Vitaly Patsura, James Cabal, lost to Mario He in the 3rd round. Defeated Spencer Layden, Jason Shaw, yourself. Hate to bring it up. Just kidding. And you had Pongers in the quarterfinals.
Should be noted, very enjoyable match, even though I might have let it slip. Max is a perfect gentleman, and it was really enjoyable to play him. He's a good ambassador of the game. He, tapped on the table every time I made a good shot, and he got out of my line of view, like moved chairs a couple times if, I was shooting towards him, which is not something you see at this level all the time.
Yeah, most of the European players are real solid on etiquette.
Yeah, I was very impressed. We had a little joke and a laugh, and it was a good match. Real fun, real enjoyable. Push out here from Josh, gonna challenge Max to the safety, but I think the 7 ball's pretty big here. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, I like it. He doesn't always have to get behind the 7. He can bank the 2 up the middle, and we'll try to line the cue ball up the 7, but not a super high percentage. Gotta get the speed exactly right.
Just contain the 2 is the key, right? That's what he's done.
Can't hit it any better.
Yeah, that's a sweet shot. Really good. Full ball hooked behind the 7. I'm not sure I love Josh's push there. I mean, you're never at an advantage being the one pushing, but I think he left it too easy for him there.
Yeah, I mean, the X factor was he was always going to get the 2 safe and then a decent shot to get the cue ball in line with the 7, which he did. Look at this. Controlled jump safe.
Wow, what a shot. What a great shot that is.
Back up the middle again now for Lechner.
Yeah, similar shot, just going the other way, right?
Easier this time because the ball he's playing safe behind is closer to a rail. It's a little too close to the rail, actually, Ben, but he can get behind it.
Does he maybe just use the 5 instead of trying to get behind the 8?
So there's 2 balls over there. It's not good work.
I think just contain the 2 would be the big goal. Yeah, he really tried to go behind the 8 there.
8 was just in that little uncomfortable spot where you kind of have to land the cue ball perfectly. You can't really use the second rail as much. Typically, you use the second rail and go into the angle of the ball.
Josh has called the 2 ball up there. Yes.
2 rail at cue ball behind the 4-6.
Yeah, I suppose maybe he couldn't see enough to cut it in from there. Or there was just no payoff. I mean, nothing on the 4 after.
The rack's tied up now. 5's tied up with the 8. 4's tied up with the 6. And there'll be a lot of tactical play in these next few innings here.
Yeah, they made a mess of it a little bit. But, I mean, really, if you're Max, you love this. This is what you need, I think. Some safety exchange and just try to slow him down a little bit. Yeah, you know, everybody in the arena's got their fingers crossed for a Gorst filler final. But, they both have their work cut out for them.
Another ball tied up now.
Pretty good shot, actually, to hit it off the end rail like that. It's pretty good.
Can't really just slide the cue ball into the 8 because the 2 is going to hit the 5 on the way through.
Yeah, you can't really go the other way, like thin off the 2 and behind the 5. I don't think that's there.
Maybe the 2 follows forward a little bit through the 5 and gets covered by the 8. Tricky. Bring the cue ball back towards the 10, maybe.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Yeah, so he is going to play it kind of heavy.
Stick the cue ball behind the 8?
I think that's what he's going to try to do, more like almost a stun follow.
Yeah.
And just hope the 2 gets way up table. Creative with the safeties, this man.
Yeah,
that's
good shot.
Good shot, and I think that's what he needs to do. He can't play any soft safeties. Even this might not get the job done. It's pretty straight in with the jump shot.
Yeah, first jump cue attempt from Filler.
He's got that new purple air rush, beautiful cue. Definitely gets over the ball super easy. As you can see, he broke it out. It's not what he wanted to see.
First open play chance for Lechner.
Yeah, a little bit of moving of the cue ball here from the 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6. Not easy. Both these players that are warming up on the outer tables over there, they both look pretty good over the ball. I mean, they always do, but they both look up for the task today.
Max has a new school pre-shot routine where he kind of stands in the middle of his body and then steps over to the lines, taking a look at the pocketing angle. Now he's on the sight right stance, steps over and gets down. It's very repeatable. Similar to what Federer Gorst does, but Federer aims a little more off the side of his body.
Yeah, a little more off the side. But I was noting that when I was playing Max, he does have, like you say, kind of a new school routine, you know?
Yeah, see how he's standing with his feet in the middle? Yeah, change camera angles, but
very square. and then
Steps into it sideways.
steps in sideways, yeah, which is not at all how I was taught to play pool.
Yeah, it's a new school thing. It's called sight right, actually.
Yeah, sight right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can take a course about all the intricacies of it, but no doubt he's using it.
All these players always evolving their game too, always, you know, tweaking little things here and there, and I think that's what makes them so great. Is they're always searching for something extra, especially at this level. It's all the really small, fine details that separate them. He's got 2 balls over a hole to tie this matchup.
First break coming from Max. Usually breaks from the side rail, especially in the latter stages of the tournament. Keep things tight.
Yeah, he broke from the side rail the whole time I played him. I think he only broke from the middle once and it didn't work, and he just went straight back to the rail.
I saw him do an early round and he broke from the middle and absolutely crushed the rack. Had 2 or 3 break-in runs in the set, so he is capable of going to the middle if he feels like it.
He does have a really huge, powerful break. He's got the highest overall performance on the TV tables here at 933.
Interesting.
It's pretty high.
Super high.
Yeah, his break success at 57%. It's pretty high as well in this format.
Yeah, so I mean, you can look at the on-paper favorites, like thinking Filler's a favorite, but when you hear numbers like that, it means Max has played very well over the course of this tournament.
It looks like they've played, you know, at least 5 times, and the score is 3-2 for Filler. So Max with a couple of wins there.
Okay. Square hit, flat with the cue ball, nothing down.
Yeah.
So the one ends up between the 5 here. It's right behind it.
See him hold his hand up there, apologizing for getting a little lucky here. Didn't have to end up that way when you break dry. He would contemplate the kick combo. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it looks pretty wired to the pocket.
You just gotta spin the cue ball a bit because the side pocket's in the way of the rail where you need to hit. I don't think it was wired. I think he had to cut it a little, and that made it way harder.
Yeah, I was actually leaning towards that rail that he did hit. Max has got a full pocket for the 1 here. A little deceiving from the overhead, but I'm down the line. He's got plenty of room. Looks like the 2 passes the 7. Another run-out chance here for Lechner.
Yeah, the nice thing, they're all close together up there. Shouldn't have to move the cue ball too much, right?
Yeah, I like getting below the 4 and playing up the left long rail for the 5 and the right middle. Bigger angle here. He's going to have to go through the 5/8.
Yeah, he's got to avoid some traffic here. Anytime you're spinning the ball, it takes away the accuracy on the pot a little bit. He's already shooting to a tight pocket over there. Well, he rubs the 4 on the way in, but it's okay.
Yeah, this will still work to come into the angle of the 5 in the left middle. Players have been avoiding the side pockets, but whenever you can play into the angle like this, you got to consider.
I think it works good from here. I think he's perfect. Just a little bit of inside spin. Didn't flirt with it too much, but he didn't want the cue ball on the rail, and he's shooting this 5, so he got it off the rail just a little bit. Pretty good crowd going on both tables here. Nice to see. I know the players really love this event because the crowds are great. They don't always get these big crowds, but they got a huge crowd this week. There's 12,000 league players in the building.
Yeah, free to watch if you're on site. And free to watch on Pro Billiard TV. It's a privilege for all the pool fans out there.
Wonder if he draws this one over to the side rail and back, or if he's going to follow it. Maybe with some inside spin. So he's going to draw it.
Yeah, just keeping the spin down on this size pockets.
Yeah, it's a comfortable way to play the shot, where he's going to be accurate, potting the ball a lot too.
Fans don't realize because these guys don't miss much, but the difference between playing on 4 3/4 inch pockets and 4 1/8 inch pockets is massive.
It is a huge difference, yeah. It might be a small measurement, but it's a massive difference. Oh, Max looking good out there. Gonna put some pressure on Filler early. That's what he needs to do. Up, race to 4. Best of 3 sets. Still lots of work to be done, but he's looking good out there.
Yeah, only one break in the match so far, but he'll want to get back to his 57% overall break success on the TV tables.
I think he's only played 1 match over here, but he had 2 break and runs as well. Pretty good. I mean, it's not easy to break and run out in this format. They've had 2 players run the set, or only 1?
Fedor Gorst, Sanjin Palivanovic, and Mika Immonen.
And Mika, yeah.
In the history of the whole Pro Billiard series.
Incredible.
And that was with early 10s. No one's ever done it. It's the first tournament. It doesn't include early 10s. Don't know if there were specifically any of those runouts, but it is tougher when we can't combo in early balls.
Yeah, definitely. Watch the 1, gets kissed. Kissed again.
Yeah, had it going on a solid track, but a ball came near the side and kicked them away.
Pretty good sign for Max out of the gate is the balls are maybe rolling his way a little bit. I don't know if Filler can see enough of this one to cut it in. Yeah, only enough to try to play safe, and he made a mess of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to flip the 3 in there. So option to Max now. I think he'll stay at the table here.
Yeah, he's got a pretty playable safe, and you don't want to put that guy back in because he'll figure it out. I think anytime you can see the ball and you're playing Filler, you should probably shoot. Don't let him do it. Well, and that really goes for any of these guys. I mean, you don't want to let them do it. They're so good with the cue ball. It's called the bank on the 1 into the low right of our screen here, but I think it's more about the cue ball control here, trying to play a 2-way shot. He really went for it. Yeah, and that was not as much 2-way. He really went for it. What a beautiful shot. I think that's what he's got to do here to beat Filler. He's got to, you know, kind of make it happen himself. He can't just wait for Filler to make a mistake. Definitely. Might not ever happen.
Yeah, definitely the stronger the player you're playing against, you have to take the initiative at certain points in the match, just picking out the right times and ones that are high enough percentage for you, but he's gone wrong here.
Wow, what a big mistake that is. After a super shot on the 1, might have wasted it. find a kick shot here to save the day. It's not easy. You gotta spin this one lots, change the angle. What a great effort. Just not left anything easy.
Yeah, Filler being so strong on the pocketing, I put him very likely to take the offense here.
Definitely put him over 50% to make this one, but I don't know if I put anybody too much higher than that. This is a tough shot.
Back to the pocket, man.
Yeah, he might have been more like 90% there. Most of us mortal humans might have been 50%.
Yeah, put him in a category of his own on shots like that.
Yeah. Man, he just shoots the eyes off the ball. He's so accurate. This one's in the corner, I believe. Well, Max let one slip a little bit there. I think that's might be a key moment in this match already in the short race.
Yeah, great opener on the one. Really.
It was a disastrous shot on the two. Completely misjudged it. And he had a lot of room to work as well. I was surprised to see him go into that ball and be hooked.
Filler's getting loose here.
We saw in the last match what can happen when a player gets loose. Cheska got a little loose and there was no stopping her.
Yeah, you did that match. She actually struggled a lot in her quarterfinal match, which we did together.
And then not as much in this match this morning did she ever play good.
Huh.
She looked like a completely different player than what I saw yesterday.
And how'd the other women's semifinal go?
Wei Wei wins. First set 4-0, loses the second set 4-0, and then wins the third set 4-2.
Okay, so Wei Wei and Centeno in the women's final at 3 p.m.
3, and we'll have the men's final at the same time. Lots of great pool to watch today, and then lots more to come this week. The World Team Championships and the Junior Open coming up. See all those great sponsors along the arena boards there. Big thanks to them for helping with the prize money, and of course big shout out to Predator and Pro Billiard Series for giving these players this great event. I know they really love playing here.
Yeah, first time at the Westgate for the Pro Billiard Series, and everything's gone very well over here.
Yeah, I'm really liking this setup. Really nice venue. Josh gonna rip the break.
One ball's there.
Yeah, one ball's in, 2 balls dressing up.
First break and run chance for either player.
Yeah, it's all about the 3 to the 4, but I think the 4 goes in the same pocket as the 2.
Yeah, there's room there. I believe he can check it enough with some right spin to avoid the 4. Sure what he was looking at there. Hitting the 4 and coming onto the 3. Cue ball's going to the left too much.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's not willing to play with a bunch of inside spin to avoid that.
Draw into it. Oh, he was trying to clip the 4 there, but he's still okay on the 3, and it's ended up in a pretty good spot to actually attack the 4 in the top right.
Yeah, he might have landed absolutely perfect there. It's going to be all about the 6 to the 7 now, you'd think. Be the only hurdle left.
Yeah, it looks like the 7 passed the 9 in the same pocket as the 4.
Yeah, and with the 5 so close to the 6, you think he gets exactly where he needs to be on the 6. He's going to want a similar angle to what he has now. took the other angle, and this is good because the draw is gripping really easy on this new cloth, so I kind of like the way he played this. A lot of times I would have left the other angle and it would have been a little tougher to control. I think this is easier to control.
Yeah, I think he was looking for that other angle first, but just got a little straight on the 5. Got good here, even to the point where he's drawing into the rail and back into the angle of the 7 a little.
It's perfect. That's a great shot.
Yeah, he's able to avoid the 8 going through to the short rail. Cue ball's not hitting the 9. Just follow play here. Filler likely coming with his first breaking run of the match.
Yeah, super opportune time to get himself on the hill in this first set. I think they could put this guy on a 10-second shot clock and he'd still have 5 seconds every shot.
Yeah, it didn't affect him in the mixed doubles turbo yesterday at all.
20 seconds was too much time for him.
Josh and Pierre are becoming a real strong doubles team, as you would expect, but they won the mixed doubles in Spain. Now they've won the mixed doubles turbo. They've actually won 2 of the last 3 mixed doubles tournaments.
Yeah, impressive, because there's so many great teams. Not easily done at all. Beating all these great players over and over again. Definitely a formidable team, the Killer Fillers.
Former world team champions, along with Moritz Neuhausen, and they're going to have the same team here this year.
Yeah, Moritz got to be in the building today, you'd figure.
Yeah, coming over from Miami. Congratulations to Duan Kwok Hong for winning the Premier Pool League.
Well deserved, and he's such a good ambassador of the game as well. Just a gentleman and always smiling. Seems like a nice guy. I haven't met him, but nice to see the nice guys win, you know. Filler to break after the break and run. See if you can get another one, close out the set. 9 ball gets kissed in. 1 ball's not available. He could contemplate cutting this ball in the corner. I mean,
I think he will. I think he's avoiding the scratch.
Yeah, and the 2 is there, right? You don't have to go crazy getting position on the 2. You just take what you can get. It's near the side pocket there. Near enough, anyway. Yeah, at first glance I thought maybe he's scratching, but no, he's well clear of it. Just a high ball. How good is that?
That was the only part I was worried about, maybe coming inside it and not getting a shot, but he's dead perfect here.
Yeah.
I'm looking to finish off the set with a 2 break and run effort.
Yeah, this would be a nice way to finish it off. Keep Max in the chair. He's playing good, so you really want to keep him in the chair.
Yeah, we'll just take a peek at the overall performance here in the first set, but it's very high from both players.
Yeah, has Max really made any mistakes? Has he missed a ball? I think just hooked himself on that 1 shot. Yeah. But he made a super shot on the 1. So you could almost say it evens out. But it was a big mistake, hooking himself there. On a pretty open table. He had a pretty good look.
Filler shooting close to 900. Max still under 800, but that's just because he hasn't pocketed enough balls offensively. 0 missed shots for both players so far. Safety efficiency in the 70 percentile.
Yeah, that's high level pool for sure. Very, very high level. Josh takes a look at the shot clock. He says, "That's not my clock beeping, is it?" Swore I had lots of time still. That's a great shot with the soft spin there. He made that look a little easier than it was. Could have been dealing with a lot more angle on the 7, but he landed pretty much perfect. Not so much here, though. That's well short.
Yeah, one more good shot to finish off the set.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Just draw back 2 rails.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he does, or if he just plays it with top, just kind of back and forth across, take the cut shot on the 10. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Yeah, I kind of like it this way. Higher percentage of pocket, the 8 ball, playing it like that. If he tries to draw it, he can catch it thick sometimes.
For sure, and not giving up too much on the 10.
Yeah, it's so close to the hole, he doesn't miss this ever.
Whoa, almost.
Just had to test the commentary curse there a little. Doesn't work with good players.
Oh, quick first set from Lechner and Filler. They're going to go on a 5-minute break. We're going to go on a 5-minute break as well. You can flip over to table 1. Wojciech Szewczak and Fedor Gorst in action over there. We'll be back with the conclusion of this match. Players are back in the arena, and it'll be Lechner to open up the break in set number 2. Played a good first set, Ben. Josh did filler things.
Yeah, really did. He's an unbelievable player. Just 2 breaking runs to finish the set. It's pretty strong.
Lechner going with a controlled break. One ball's going to fall.
Yeah, he didn't hit that one as hard as I've seen him hit some. Took a little off trying to see if that would work, and he did make a ball, but nothing happening on the 2. You try to bank this one with a 2-way cue ball.
Yeah, I think the bank's going to be a little short, but can create distance for sure. He's looking at what he can hide behind coming up table. Maybe the 5, but it's risky going off the inside of the 5 and into the pocket.
Yeah, I agree.
6-7's a decent wall too, if you can get the cue ball over that far.
He's looking
Must not have enough of it, Ben. It looked like he had enough of it from the overhead, but just gonna push here.
Yeah, he's playing push. Just so hard to do against somebody like Filler. How do you challenge him? And are you willing to let him shoot?
Yeah, well, this one's attempting into a bank. The safes are too tough, so I think either player that shoots here is going to have to be going all in on the bank.
Yeah, he's giving this one back. I'm not surprised at all. I think I'd do the same thing. I'd be giving this one back right away.
Even on the bank, the 9 and the 4, and the way of the position for the 3.
Yeah, I don't think Max had a million options there. This was probably what he had to do, but anytime you're pushing, you're at a disadvantage. You can see it here.
You could draw through the 8 and free the cue ball up on the right long rail. Good shot here.
Yeah, he's got to really rip it.
Is he trying that similar shot that he tried before? Bank it long and then follow the cue ball behind the 10?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because
But
the position's tough here.
I think if he's playing that shot, it almost needs some inside spin, like some right spin. It's going to make the 2 straighten out too much.
Right.
Send the 2 on the wrong path. Oh, what a great shot this is. Looks like it just got there. Creative again with the safety play.
Definitely. Usually you think about those bank corners of banking kind of the long rail and back to the middle rail, but he purposely played it long twice to create distance, and he got unlucky here. He left Filler an angle at the 2.
Just enough to spin it in there. Yeah, that is a bit unlucky, because at first glance when Max hit that shot, it looked really good. It was really not good. Good for Josh. And this is the last thing Max wanted to see, was Josh straight back to work running open balls.
And Josh is getting comfortable at the table now. Not, he always is, but getting more table time in than Max in the last 3 racks.
It'll be about the 7 to the 8 here. You'll see him take a second. Try to find the right angle on the 7. Drop below the 8. Definitely have to shoot the 8 in the corner where Max is sitting. Can't risk playing above it. The side pocket's too big. Cue ball on a string here for Joshua. He's looking like he's going to be really tough to beat today.
He's on 2 break-and runs in a row, Ben, from the last set, so positive signs on the break too. Everything looking good for Filler in this match.
That's extra worrying if you're Max, because you might not get out of your chair again in this match. minus getting the balls out of the pocket. Good way to stretch the legs. You're sitting there watching your opponent run out every time. You might as well get up and get the balls. Yeah, he's been crushing the break, Josh. Making a ball, getting a look at the opener. Big prize money up for grabs here. Winner of this event is going to take $45,000. I remember growing up watching pool. I'm sure you can remember too. In the U.S. Open 9-ball paying 20.
100%. I played in it when it was 30,000 first prize many times.
Yeah. Now we've got just the Las Vegas Open paying more than that. Pool has never been in better hands than through companies like Predator, I believe, doing great things for pool. Not just the men's game, the women's game, the junior game, the team game. They even showcased a little straight pool this week. Trying to bring back some of the other games too, and I really love that.
Yeah, last year we had a 16-player Invitational Banks tournament and a one-pocket challenge.
I really loved the Banks last year. I'm a big fan of that game, so I loved watching that. Well, Josh makes a ball on the break, gets an open look at the first shot. He makes it. He's off to the races again. What's he going to do with this 3-ball, though?
I think he's going to have to lay up and play the cue ball behind the 8, but should have Max in a bad spot.
You see him looking at maybe the in off the 9 and the side. I don't think that's there.
Yeah, if anything, it's going to jam short.
Now he's looking at a combo. He doesn't want to play safe next. He wants to just keep running out. Can't say I blame him. That is the sound of Mr. Gorst winning first set on the other TV table.
Look for the offensive options, but he's just going to settle for defense in the end here.
Yeah, I like this, and you picked it out right away. I think it's the higher percentage to just try to bury him here. Don't try anything crazy unless you have to. Well, he didn't freeze him up as bad as I thought he might.
Yeah, I went for the more aggressive freeze, playing the cue ball further away from the 8. Could have rolled up onto it. Really trying to get a strong safe there against Max. It ended up a little worse.
Yeah, Max could jump this ball in. He's plenty tall enough to reach it. Yeah, I do think you'd have to like half sit on the table though, right? I don't think he's tall enough to just reach it. Would have surprised me if he didn't. Oh, he doesn't go for the pot there. He just plays it safe. It's not going to do it.
Looks like he's left it. More good signs for filler here.
I don't see a problem here, Eric. Do you?
Just got to run into the 6 properly. Might be straight enough to draw straight back, and he is. So yeah, he's okay to have a good look at the 5 here.
Nothing in the way. 8 and a 9 together. Looks pretty good from here. It's already up 7,500 from the doubles. They 15K for winning that one. There's a lot of prize money up for grabs for him this week. 45 here, 40 apiece in the team championship.
$100,000 week.
Yeah, he could have a 100K week.
wasn't a break-and run this time, but it was a break-and save. So Max hasn't shot offensively in those 3 games, plus the one he lost prior. Filler just really controlling the overall play here.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything Max has done wrong other than that one shot where he kind of hooked himself. He hasn't done anything wrong. It's been all Josh Filler. The crowd is used to seeing this. Took an extra second on that 10 ball. I think he slopped one in earlier and it maybe did him good actually to wake him up.
Filler's been breaking from the same location all match. Really fluking a couple balls in, Ben. The one's not going down, or the 4-railer.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It's not like if you're in Max's chair, you're that worried yet, because you know there is a chance you still get a shot. As long as he's had full control of the break. Has been a little lucky to be getting the opening shot. Perfectly composed. They call him Mad Max, but he's anything but mad. Seems to be a pretty calm guy from what I've noticed.
Square hit from Filler.
The one misses, and he's not going to get one this time. And the one's going to dress up for Max.
That's his first offensive chance in 5 games here.
The 3 ball's a little bit in the way. Punching this one across to get on the 2.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to risk going off the top side of it and playing the cue ball towards the side, but that's going to bring the cue ball a little wide on the 2. Just survival here, getting a shot on the 2.
Yeah, even far away like he's looking, that'd be fine. Just have some kind of look at it. You try to do too much here, you end up, you know, getting behind the ball, or you just miss the one somehow. Or I think he's got to just take what he can get.
Drew straight off of it, that works. Distance.
Yeah, not a lot of angle to work with here. Which is going to make 3 to the 4 a little more difficult as well. He's going to be dealing with some traffic there. If he tries to get this little window between the 5-7, I'd be really shocked.
He hasn't looked at anything else. It must be too straight, so he knows if he draws straight back, I guess there is room kind of straight back and then play the cue ball 2 rails back to the 4. But yeah, getting hit in the window there, that's a stun follow hit. It's extremely tough from that distance.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it.
Just draw above it, right?
Yeah.
It's got an angle come 2 rails back.
Well, and it was the first thing he looked at. And usually your gut instinct is very correct. Now it looks like he's stun following it.
Look at this.
No.
It's so tough, though.
Yeah, that's 9 out of 10 tough to control that one. I'm not sure.
Just wondering what he would have been worried about to draw it more. I mean, the cue ball would have been playing naturally back to the 4.
Well, and here's the other problem is, say he does get that window, where's the cue ball going to get on the 4? It's kind of tracking towards the side pocket.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't going to be perfect anyway. Should spin this one for the hit. It's a good hit. And he's not left anything too easy.
Filler's been on point on the safes overall.
He's another player, very creative with the safeties. We saw it in the last rack. He went for a little extra on the safety.
Yeah.
Where I'm with you, I would have just rolled up to the 8, take the easy one, but he tries to do a little something extra. And
Cue ball behind the 4-10 will work here.
yeah, use the 6 to stop the 3 where it is. Okay.
Simpler with the cue ball. Had a good, decent wall there with a 5-7, but he missed it.
Yeah, now he's going to be behind the 10, you'd have to think. Max is going to freeze him up here. He's got a good chance to wedge him. went the other way. That's very surprising. I suppose he can bury both balls that way, but I thought just underneath the 10 was simple and plenty effective.
Yeah, they're playing aggressive safes overall here, not just settling for any kind of coverage, really trying to get a ball in hand somehow. Which is tough with your opponent's so strong.
Yeah, like maybe once a year Josh gives ball in hand up from some spot like this, but look, he's going to scratch. No. Pretty close. Good speed control, they say. Tried to horn hook him, I think. Couldn't find a ball to hide behind, so he tried to hide behind the rail. This time he tries to use the 10.
Standard safe would be to bank the 3 up the middle here, but there's nothing to hide behind in that case this time.
Yeah, I think it's more of the side to side. Maybe use the 5 or the 7. Try to just slip the cue ball around the 6. Yeah, they always just find something a little extra.
Yeah, it's creative safe play for sure.
That's a great shot he played there. Is there a little window between the 5-7 to get a hit here? I think there is.
That's unlucky for Filler if it has ended up like that. Looks like Max is looking over to the right long rail now, so 2-rail kick.
Comes across the top of it, really nice. That's a great shot. So good.
And that's the reason why they're looking for these more aggressive safes. Like, you know, he's in a bad spot there. He's forced to hit half the ball off 2 rails. No problem.
Hits it perfectly.
One shot execution.
Yeah,
He's got it. Filler's got a similar shot here.
yeah, very similar, except maybe the 7 is in the way of escaping this time. He tries to hit a little fuller on the bottom side of the 3. He comes across the top of it too.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, that's just super high quality stuff from both these guys. And on slippery cloth like this, it's not easy to judge those little 2-rail hits. They just make it look super easy.
Just a little side comment here. You see that shot in snooker a lot, but the difference in snooker is that they favor the top side of it, because if they miss it, they just shoot again.
Exactly.
So, I mean, this is like, you have to hit that part of the ball.
Is he going to cut this one in? I think so. What a shot.
He was going to end up on the 4, but he's back in some kind of...
He's not going to love this.
At least he's playing safe first now.
Can he thin it and get the cue ball under the 5, or does he need to use the 10 and kind of bank the 4 towards the 5?
He will play that thin shot if it's there. So I don't think it's quite there. He's running out of time here.
I like this shot. This was the first thing I saw. Just draw it underneath the 10. Well, he cut it a lot more than I thought he would.
Have to keep the 4 away from the pocket, I think.
Yeah, I think if he goes just underneath the 10, the 4 is going right near that hole, so probably smart to just play it into traffic there and leave distance. I mean, this is what he needed in this rack, was a little safety exchange and try to slow this guy down a bit. He was just going to run away with it. Look at this.
Right in line.
Look at this. Unbelievable speed control there. He is that good.
So far this match, so far this tournament.
Can you see some of this ball? He's called it in. I think he can see it.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, the cue's leveled out. Yeah, he was always playing safe there. I don't think he was going for that ball too much.
Let's see if Filler can pull off the perfect kick safe here. Get in the cue ball behind the 7. Not much risk in it. 4 should kick up the right long rail, and the 8's blocking the bottom right.
Yeah, even if it goes wrong, I think you wouldn't be selling out a shot with where the 8 is. Good chance it goes right, though.
Perfect again.
These guys make pool look way too easy. This is such a difficult game, and that shot right there is so hard. He just makes it look like it's super easy.
It's not flashy because the balls aren't moving much, but the exact judgment of the exact part of the ball relative to speed, relative to table conditions, you just get it right so often.
It's the table conditions that really shock me too, you know, because the slide and how good they judge it. Is this going behind the 9? Yeah, he kind of waved his hand there, so I think maybe... Oh, it didn't get there. It didn't. The wave of the hand was I wish it got there wave.
Yeah.
Floats that in perfectly. It's all about the 7 to the 8 here.
Combos 2 off angle, it's possible, but not high enough percentage.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop below the 8. Between the 8-9 is maybe super risky. Depending where he lands on the 7,
He's
of
going
course.
to try to come across into it if he gets straight enough, but he's not. Maybe just barely bend to get into the 8.
From this shot.
Yeah, but I think it's got too much angle here.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is too much. Have to hit it a lot of soft draw and left spin.
He's just going to take the combo.
Or would he contemplate the bank on the 8 later?
He could.
Because the cue ball might go into the 9 if you got the correct angle. It might, you know, have a payoff.
Yeah, it's not that bad from this angle. The 8's not going to be moving that far away from the 9.
Yeah, the combo looked better from that angle. From this angle, the combo looks nightmarish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from the straight on view, it's very playable. Yeah,
Like so straight that I don't think the 8's going to move very much. I think he should be in the same pocket, which is a big advantage. To worry about how the 8's going to play on.
that way he can focus a little more on the accuracy of making the 9 ball without having to worry about the 8 and the cue ball.
Come off a little, but he's still got the bottom left, I think.
Maybe
No,
not.
gonna stay in the bottom right. Here he goes around with the cue ball.
Yeah, I think he's okay where he can level out. Maybe just top spin. I don't even know if he needs any side spin here. Pretty natural.
Great shot. Match from Filler so far.
Oh, he's playing unbelievable.
Max just smiling in his chair.
Yeah, nothing you can do over there, Max. Nothing you can do. You don't need to shake his hand yet, but it's beginning of the end, you would feel, for Max. We've seen some good comebacks. I don't know he's coming back on this one the way Josh is playing. He needs a miracle.
He's got to be close to 950 now in their overall percentage.
I would think so, yeah.
Performance. See that here. .903 only.
Only. That's not very good. Oh, his level is seeming to increase more and more every time I watch him play, which is hard to believe that he could get better than he is. But he seems to be getting better still.
Way ahead in the ball's pocket. Oh, the cue ball's going in, so Lecter is going to have a chance here. First offensive chance in a long time.
Yeah, and the ball's opened up okay. He's got a half decent look.
Filler's a fair bit ahead in the ball's pocket. It's 66 to 24, indicative of the score line.
Yeah, the score kind of tells him that for sure.
One missed ball between the two.
Only one missed ball. Unbelievable. Through 9 games, that's pretty impressive. He's got to get from the 2 to the 3 here, and then everything else is okay. Oh, he lost it right away. He didn't want to be shooting over the 6.
Yeah, he's got to draw to the 4 now at best.
Yeah.
Ideally, if he can draw past the 4, he'll be okay. And even if he does go into the 4, he's still fine, but just a little tougher than he wanted here.
Oh, this is handy that he can level out and cue around the 6. If he was shooting over the 6, it's triple tough. And I don't know, he would have been able to avoid the 4. The cue ball if he was jacked up. He did well there. The thing you gotta love about this winter breaks is you always feel like you have a chance. Even though the tables are breaking tough, you still feel like if you just get a ball and you have a look, you can keep control of the table.
Yeah, that's how Filler got ahead, really. Max is definitely capable of the same.
Yeah. One of the better breakers of the game for sure. He can really rip it when he needs to.
Feder Gorst jumping in balls over on table number 1.
Yeah, Gorst doing Gorst things, right? Maybe the best jumper in the game. I mean, Jesus might have something to say about it, but Feder jumps pretty good. He's going to want to land with plenty of angle on the 7 because he needs to land straight in on the 8 for the 9 in the other corner. I think that's what he's going to be looking at. Get a little flat on the 7. This isn't a lot of angle to work with.
Yeah, looks like he's looking middle table, so you're just gonna ramp up the speed a bit. He's got play too much speed to come all the way back to the short rail and into the angle.
Yeah, and
then forward actually, Ben.
Yeah, and then he just take a little angle on the 8, maybe come back and forth. It's a good stroke. He's got such effortless power. Makes it look super easy to get all that juice.
Yeah, you can see the cue ball bending back straighter there, holding the natural angle real well.
I was just gonna say, it really wants to shoot towards the side pocket there. Rails are extra bouncy. He might have got slightly away with that one because could have went straight in the drink there, or could have caught the horn and had absolutely nothing on the 9. He does have a makeable shot here. And it's almost to the point where there's not that much pressure on this shot. Like, you almost have nothing to lose here, right? Down a set, down 3-0, the best player in the world.
Yeah, you kind of go into give up stroke, like it's just terminology, but it just means that you just kind of loosen up a little bit because you know you have such a long way back. Fact is, though, that if he misses the ball, he's likely out of the tournament.
Yeah. It is a tall task to come back on this man, but one shot at a time, as they say. This is one tough shot.
It's there.
Really nicely done. He's going to extend this one. It's not over yet.
I haven't seen him break in such a long time, Ben.
I think the last one he hit, he took a little off.
I remember that.
Yeah, he didn't really full speed it. He kind of took a little off to see if he could make the ball. See what he does. See some of the crowd filing out. They probably got a 1 p.m. match over there on the other tables. I've got a couple of friends over there playing some 1 p.m. matches.
The teams will be rolling in probably today, Ben, or tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah. It's gonna get even busier in here. Let's see if Max can extend this match a little longer. he's cutting it lots, and he's not hitting it at full power.
Work this time.
And can he see the one? I think he can see it, but can he see the right side of it to pot it? Looks like maybe.
Tell by his body language right now.
That's what I was looking for. He scratches his head like maybe not, but he doesn't give you too much to work with, right?
Yeah, he's looking at playing the one up the middle, or he's pointing at the middle rail, so if that involves any offense.
Yeah, I think that tells me he can't see it. And he's looking at a push out now, I think.
Yeah, he was looking at where he was going to push, actually.
But I don't think the push is the right play here if he could see any of the one. So maybe he can't see any of it. Yeah, you got to tie up a ball here, so he's going to push the 5 towards the 10. Try to create a problem. Didn't really create a problem, though.
Really good enough as far as tying balls up.
I don't know, you want to challenge this guy? I don't. But he did good to pin the cue ball on the rail there. That was one part of the equation he got absolutely correct. I just don't know. Letting Josh see the ball is just dangerous. He's so good with the cue ball.
Gets a couple times that Max has gotten the worst of the push exchanges.
Yeah, the player playing the push is always at a big disadvantage.
Sure.
You could see it there because he didn't really have much to do, and I don't think he could, take on the jump after the break because he wasn't getting shape on the 3, so it wasn't worth it. Otherwise, that might have been the option. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. You just have to put him there, and you have to hope he hits it kind of bad.
Sure. Contact. Leave it.
Yeah, that might be his last shot of the tournament, although these balls lay super tricky to run out from here.
Yeah, the key to this one is going to be getting a proper angle before we can come 3 rails around the 5, ideally running into the 10.
Definitely lots of work. 8 kind of in a funny spot. 6, 5 to the 6 is going to be a little funny. 7 in the way.
This is the shot here. 3 rails around. He moves the 10, it'll open up the 8 a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. If he could move the 10, that's going to make another pocket available for the 8, which he would love. Just coming in at some speed. 10's going to move, but not out of the way.
Still did well to get good on the 5 here.
Still really good. Yeah, nice angle. He can go forward here. Top little left spin off a couple of rails. Small bounce. You could see he was a little worried there for a second. If he got a big bounce, he was going to be behind the 7.
Eight's too sharp on the side, so there is room between the 8 and the long rail to develop something with the cue ball back towards the 9.
Well, he's landed exactly where he needs to be on the 7 to just slide over. And he uses the other side rail very smart.
What a performance from Filler here, Ben.
Just, he never ceases to amaze me. I think every time I turn around, I'm like, is he really that good?
0 missed balls, ton of kick safe situations where Max did his best to get Josh in trouble. He never drew a ball in hand.
He just did everything so right. He broke good. Safeties were good. The potting's been unbelievable. This guy is an absolute killer. The nickname is very fitting.
It's the 10 and moving on to the finals. Great tournament from Max Lechner. He'll be involved in the World Team Championships with Team Austria.
Yeah, congrats to Max for a really nice tournament there.
We still have Fedor Gorst and Wojciech Szewczak over on table number 1. You guys can join that match. Come back for the finals at 3 o'clock. women's semifinals are done. Yeah, the women's finals is set as well. Christina Takach against Wei Su Chen. And those will both be at 3 p.m. local time.
Well, it's Wei and Cheska Sentinel.
Oh, sorry.
Final.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
And then Filler versus the winner of the match on table 1. So go check it out.
Yeah. Back with you guys all day. Finals day today. For Ben Francis, Eric Carlson. Talk to you soon.